Hi guys, welcome back. So, my previous video, I reviewed episode 4, A Seat at the Table. So I decided to combine episode 5 and 6, my thoughts, my opinions, my review on those two episodes into one video. I'm really going to try my hardest not to jump back and forth, but one word, Sexico. That episode right there, I'm still stuck on the Sexico episode. But before I even jump into, sorry, I had to get something situated. But before I even jump into the reviews, let's just pause for the calls real quick. Okay. I hope you like the little background there because I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So again, I'm going to try not to jump back and forth, but I'm probably going to jump back and forth between episode 6, Once Upon a Time in Sexico, and episode 5, Moving In, Moving Out, and Moving On. Okay. So we're going to start with the Sexico episode off rip. 2 words. Candace and Calinda, baby. As much as I do not want to have my whole review about them, oh my gosh, those two had to tone it down, because I honestly and truly believe that their intent was not to be disturbers, not to ruin things, but y'all saw that episode. So let's rewind. Let's go ahead and go back to episode 5. All right. So with the opening scene with Gerald and Jordan, I kept seeing on the review, I kept seeing for the preview for the next episode, I saw Jordan crying. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's happening? But when I actually watched the episode, I did respect his transparency. And from what I've seen, don't know any of these people in real life, but from what I've seen, I think that he could benefit from being more transparent. No, not crying with every conversation, which crying is fine, by the way. But I think that transparency in how he was expressing his emotions and how sometimes he struggles with his emotions, expressing them, dealing with certain things, I respected that so much. And I was like, see, you need to explain that instead of festering stuff inside and not choosing to have conversations with people and going silent or pretending like there's not a problem or issue, because that just turns into a whole different kind of situation, which we have seen play out. So yeah, I thought that moment there between Gerald and Jordan was pretty cool. Something else that stood out to me in episode 5, by Black the Block, excuse me. Miss Amanda's idea there, wonderful, excellent. Love the whole concept. I thought it was so cool that she had a Black realtor, that the house she bought was from a Black family. She's Black. So it's just gonna stay in that awesome cycle. And again, inspirational, because of course I aspire to own my own home one day. I know people in my circle, family, aspire to own their own homes. So I'm like, that is awesome. And if I can purchase a home from another Black family, double points right there, right? So I thought the whole concept behind By Black the Block, awesome, cool. And again, not to jump all over the place, but seeing her parents, Miss Althea and her dad, seeing her parents and getting a little bit, just a snippet of her background, I'm like, this is cool, because again, I like seeing how we're learning more about the characters, the family, where they're coming from, who are they, who raised them. So I thought that was pretty cool. The conversation between Gerald and his dad, again, we're seeing the families, right? We're seeing the parents of these kids, because they are young. Like, they're grown, but they're young at the same time. They're all flirting around that 23, 26, 27 range. So yeah, these guys are young. But seeing that advice from Gerald's dad, keeping it real, loved it. Gerald's dad getting emotional, loved it. I like the transparency and the realness of the show in general. It's a reality show, quote unquote, but I keep reading unscripted, and you can tell because of the genuine conversations, the realness that you sense in all the episodes. So Brie is probably turning into one of my favorite characters. Again, I have not done a review on episodes 1 through 3 and breaking down the characters and my thoughts and opinions, but Brie's probably turned into one of my favorite characters. We know she's single. Her and the Chaz date. Although I was not feeling Chaz. Again, when I say these are just my opinions. It's no ill will, no disrespect. But she wasn't either. I was not feeling the Chaz date. Okay. But I did like how she still was willing to go on a date, willing to live her best life while being single. We're not pounding. We're not down about it. She wants love. Love will come her way. She's made it clear. I like the fact that she still was able to. You'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go in DMs, Brie. Go in the DMs and find your man. Go on your DMs and go on a date. Okay. So I really enjoyed watching that. But again, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'd say we know that's not going anywhere. You guys saw the episode. But something that did stand out in that scene was the conversation of splitting the rent. I personally have been in a situation where we split the rent. I personally, once I am married, don't go for it. Not having it, like, that's a whole nother video. But no, I'm on the same page as Brie. I'm on the same page as her. The couple's dinner. We're going to go ahead and move on to the couple's dinner. Super cute. I love how all the couples are in like different stages in their relationship. They have their own vibe with each relationship. Again, the whole setup, the whole decor, excellent, lovely. I love all the vibes throughout the show. Like from the scenery to the parties to the music. The show in general is just a complete vibe, right? And that's what, again, going back to my first video, I love about film. If you can take me, if you touch not only my soul, but give me a whole vibe. Like if I zone out a smidge bit, like, I know where I'm at. I know what's going on. But if I'm able to zone out to what feels like your universe that you're giving me, quality content for sure. But the only thing I really have about the dinner is I didn't feel that Gerald was inappropriate with announcing that he wants to move in with Cheryl. I feel like in general, Gerald kind of has like this smidge bit of awkwardness to him, just in general. So I feel like his intent, was sweet, but I just feel like in general, he just gives off like awkward vibes. I don't know if it's the camera. I don't know if it's personality. I don't know if it's like shyness talking about his relationship. I don't know. But he does give off a smidge bit awkward vibe. But I love the fact that he wanted to announce it there at the couple's dinner. It did kind of come off a little not completely smooth, but I thought it was cute, I got where he was going with it. Lastly, the conversation with Brie and Jordan, long time coming, right? Long time coming. I love how Brie was straight to the point. Let it all out your chest, Brie. Straight to the point. We're going right into it. And I feel like Jordan was genuine and honest. So we'll see what happens with that as far as the door really being shut and them saying that they'll be better off as friends. I think that if they're playing the games from what we've seen so far, if they're playing these games, I don't want to say them, but if Jordan, doesn't feel 100% serious, then yeah, you should just remain friends for the sake of, like Brie said, it turned into something worse. So we'll see what happens. I don't think the door is completely shut though, but we'll see. So we're going to move on to Sexico coming back around. Okay. Happy birthday, Thailand. Birthday's long gone now at this point, but awesome idea. Girl, 23 people? My 23 people? I don't even, like, my friend circle's not 23 people long. 23 people big, excuse me. So 23 people? That seems like a fun time, but also my anxiety would have been like, everybody has to be on their P's and Q's for sure. But that's a blessing that you have 23 people that you can call on and count on and consider true friends, really and honestly, because my friends turn to family. So, you know, I think that's an awesome blessing. Jordan with the private jet. Jordan's a solid friend. I think I said in my previous video, separating Jordan from that relationship versus businessman, separating Jordan from, I guess, son and friend. Jordan's a solid dude. He's a solid dude. It's just that relationship part that makes me nervous. But him getting the jet, that was cool. Love that. Never been on a private jet. So I probably would have been like through the roof. But starting the trip off with them still not talking, I was a little confused there, but I was like, oh, it must be like how it was filmed, you know. But them landing in Mexico, beautiful house, right? Beautiful scenery, all that jazz, excited, the whole thing, again, a vibe. So yeah, you kind of see them starting to turn up a little bit. And it was interesting to see, like, my thought process was, I wonder how this is all going to turn out and how much it's going to be on the camera, you know, how much we're going to see. Because I'm sure it was plenty going on behind the scenes, too, as well. Okay, y'all, I just had the biggest brain fart. Like, just brain went out on me. But, yeah, I want to know just the kind of person I am. I want to know all 23 people, but just seeing like the tidbit of people that they showed and getting a little story about them, that was cool. Candace and Kaylin, again, like we all know some people like that, right? We all know, I don't know if a couple per se, but we all know people of their dynamic, and they're a good time and they're fun to be around. But when we got to get stuff done, they got to be focused. You've got to be focus. So I'm gonna get back to them. Brie explaining to Becky and Amanda about her date. Chaz is someone's man, but not my man. Touched the soul. All right, totally understood that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm looking at my nose. But last two things really about Sexico before I get back into Candace and Kaylin and the tequila tasting. I am so proud of Brie. Maybe these two. I feel like I'm mentioning her a lot, but again, I told y'all she's turned to my favorite character. I am so proud of her. The mama bear in me came out where she had her photo shoot on the beach, and I was just like, oh my gosh, good idea. Go her. I hope everything is going to go well for her, which obviously she started to take off a little bit. I checked out her Instagram page, and she's restocking on her skincare line. So, bye Black. I definitely will be checking into that. Separate conversation. But yeah, super proud of her. Seeing her get emotional. Like, trying to start a business is scary. Just the thought alone, right? And then when you're in it, it's even scarier. So I can only imagine the emotions that came over her at the beach. So, lastly, guys, the tequila tasting. All right. First of all, you have to know my personality. When I say the tequila tasting was hilarious. Hilarious for me, okay? I'm talking from, I feel like, not with the tequila tasting, but all of these speeches, right? Like, hey guys, when we get here, I love how Tylene was like, make sure you respect the staff and have a good time. Freaking Jordan in his speech before the tequila tasting, hey guys, I wanted to do this for Tylene, aka don't act a fool. Okay, the speech took me out. The looks on these people's faces, like, you could just read everything, and the effort that it looked like it took for some of them to just stay composed. One, I drink alcohol, okay? I drink tequila. I can't even say that. Let me rewind. I do not drink tequila regularly, all right? If we're having a good time, I might have a shot of tequila with someone. I'm not drinking tequila by myself. Again, I repeat, I do not drink tequila by myself. I'm with a group, with my sisters, plural, having a good time. We'll have tequila. So to be at a tequila tasting, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if I would have needed a chair. I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything. I think I saw like 4 or 5 shots, hefty shots of this tequila. 4 or 5 servings. There weren't shots. We needed to taste the tequila, right? Not take shots of it. But yeah, I would have needed a nap after that probably, or I would have needed like 3 gallons of water following that. But the experience itself did seem pretty cool. But anywho, Candace and Kaylin showing up late. Come on, like, you're gonna have a good time, but you still are there. You got to remember, 1, why you're there, right? We're celebrating Tylen's birthday. 2, you got to watch how you're coming across, because I do not again think their intent was to be like, look at me, all eyes on me. They were late, they weren't in proper attire, they were told what it was. But when you show up late, you show up how you look, and your intent comes off as like, F you, I don't care. That's how the intent comes off. And again, I don't know none of these people from a can of paint. You can tell they love Thailand. You can tell they care for her, but you gotta be careful. And I was just like, when it came in late, I was like, oh, dag on. And Mr. Kalen, his whole looks, you could tell he was going in. He was going in on the trip, had a lot to drink, you know. It wasn't funny, but you can tell he's a character. You can tell he's a character. So I was just kind of like, when they came in late. And then it just went all downhill from there. When Miss Tyler crying, I hated that because it's her birthday. And like, at this point, y'all got tequila, whatever else in your system, drink-wise. Like, it just all fell apart. Communication's not going to be its best. It's all going to be altered. And I'm interested to see the next 3 episodes, which I'm going to review to see what happens, how they recover from that, because it's not the end of their friendship. I feel, no, it's just a moment for sure. But I want to see what she has to say when she's sobered up. I'll say that. Lastly, the credits at the end. It's like been going to the movies, right? You always got to stay to watch the credits. You definitely got to watch the episode to the end. The extra credits themselves give you life at the end. Okay? So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. This one isn't really that long. I hope I wasn't talking too fast, but I was just really excited to do the review. But, if you like it, subscribe. Comment, tell me your thoughts, what you think about the show, and I'll be doing the last 3 final episodes here soon. I'm so sad, but I'm super excited to watch it tonight. So yeah, enjoy.